Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Manchester City play Nottingham Forest tonight. Could it be another chance to see Erling Haaland, or will it be Julian Alvarez starting up front for his first Premier League start? We'll see. Today we're going to talk about this game. Hello to everyone joining in the chat. There's so many people here saying good morning. Good morning to everyone. We've got good morning to Brian, good morning to Anthony, good morning to Preston, to Matt, to Ryan, to Tenchi, to Wandy, to loads of other people. It's good to see you all in the chat. There was no preview last night because yesterday I was down in London doing some filming over with one of those football videos that I do regularly, which you'll see very, very soon. I was doing all that, so I'm doing the match preview nice and early this morning. But it's good because there's loads and loads to talk about. I would say, while you're here, please do the honourable thing. Download OneFootball right now. Click that link in the description to get the best football app on the market, bar absolutely none. What are you waiting for? Download it right now. You can get all the news on Manchester City's potential future signing, Akanji, a guy we've been linked to out of nowhere, the Dortmund centre-back, and of course, all the stats and information to help you win all those arguments where you go, just look at these Haaland stats, look at what Phil Foden's doing, look at what De Bruyne is doing, all this kind of stuff. Download it right now. It does help support my channel as well. News on every team, every player, every goal from across the world of football. What are you waiting for? And it's free. It's absolutely lovely, and it's free. So, Manchester City, another newly promoted team, Nottingham Forest. Of course, we've already played Bournemouth and spanked them 4-0. And this is going to be a very interesting game of football. How is everyone feeling about it? Do let me know down in the comments, of course. For me, this is going to be, I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling relatively confident about this. I feel like I'm happy to see Forest back in the Premier League, genuinely. As I was growing up as a kid, Forest were a very big part of the Premier League. They were there constantly, and I had little Panini stickers and all that kind of stuff, and they were just part of it, you know, with, Pierre Van Hooijdonk, Collymore, Roy Keane was there, and all this kind of stuff. So, I loved watching Forest back in the day. They were a Premier League staple, and of course, they fell, but it's good to have them back here. Now, of course, the challenge for them is to stay up in the Premier League, and it isn't going to be easy. It isn't. And games like tonight won't really be the ones that decide their future. They'll know that. This is a free hit for them tonight. Which can be a good thing for us, because it could mean that they'd be like, it doesn't matter. Or it could be a negative thing because they just give it their all, play absolutely fearlessly, and pull off a shock result. You never absolutely know. We can't underestimate anyone in the Premier League. And I know some teams are better than others and all that kind of stuff, but football is a strange place and funny things can happen in football, so you never know what is going to happen. So bearing that in mind, I think Manchester City will take it very, very, very seriously. I'll jump over to the quotes from Guardiola about like this game and so on. 1 second. Oops, I've not brought it up on screen. I will bring it up on screen. Let me get the quotes up. There we go. So Guardiola was asked a lot obviously about Forest's history and so on, and he talked about Brian Clough's impact in his football. It's quite. He said the style was good and how good they tried to play the success in Champions League, European champions in that period. I like this historical clubs back in the position they are, what they've done last season, this group of players, this manager, the club when he took over in a bad position, what they've done is really, really impressive. Indeed, it is impressive, you know. It is, the Forest are an iconic club, and they genuinely are, you know. And of course, they've been out the top flight for a while now, but it's good to have them back. Guardiola, of course, was also talking a lot about Alvarez, which is fascinating, man. He was talking about Alvarez, and he said Alvarez is so young, but he has incredible success in one of the most important teams around the world in River Plate. If he's able to do it there, he can adapt wherever, and I feel like he's going to help us in many ways. I don't explain reasons. He was also talking an awful lot about his decision making when it comes to leaving some players on the bench. He said, I don't explain my reasons for my decisions. I'm not going to convince them. Some players understand it's part of it for everyone, and others never understand. I know them all quite well, and I can tell them reasons, but other ones I couldn't care. I don't care. Does anyone else feel that feels relatively veiled? A slight, dig at someone or something like that? It might not be, but it feels like it's like, some players don't understand why they're not playing. Could it be recently departed players, maybe? It might not be, but it's interesting to see that is there. I love your face too, the wife. The wife's in the chat saying she loves my face, and I love your face too, the wife. It's the best face. To me, it feels really obvious. I mean, he also talked a little bit about Erling. He said Where's he gone? He's 22, he's young and he recovers well. I think he's able to play quite regularly, but not because there's a World Cup. I don't handle players for national coaches. They don't think about us when they're with national teams. So basically what he was saying here is like, I'm not saying he's going to be able to play regularly because of the World Cup, just because I don't care about the World Cup. That's what he's thinking. And he must admit though, he must think he's going to get arrested. Surely that will come into his mind. It's like, it's mad that he wouldn't do. But I think now those words, by the way, there are relatively indicative of what I've been saying a lot on Twitter recently. If you follow me on Twitter, you've been basically seeing me say, I think Guardiola's going to play Haaland a lot more than people let on. I think people think he's going to rotate every other game. He isn't. I guarantee you Guardiola's going to play Haaland a lot. When Guardiola has a favourite, he plays them a lot. He does. Kevin De Bruyne at one point was never rested. At one point, Ruben Diaz was like the first or second most played in Europe outfield player. It's crazy. So when he gets a chance to play a favourite, he just plays them every single game. And like, I'm not saying he's going to play Haaland every game, but more than I think some of us believe. You know, genuinely, I think he will be. Eric, big love to Eric with the super chat. He says, it's 2 a.m. here in California. I love this channel. I love you too, man. Thanks very much. Go City indeed. 2 a.m. in California. You need to get some sleep ahead of the game tomorrow for you, I guess, really. Where else is everyone watching as well? Get a room, guys. We've got plenty of rooms in our house. We have indeed. But yeah, I mean, like, I do honestly feel like he's going to play Haaland much more than we think. And the question mark now is, how much should we play him? You know, should he be playing like as much as we want him to? Should we be playing Alvarez here and there? What I think is going to happen is that he'll play Haaland until he really can't. You know, I think he'll play him 2 or 3 more times starting, and then he'll start to bring in Alvarez when the players are notably tired. Right now, the players aren't tired. I guarantee you they're not. The games haven't been anywhere near thick and fast enough. It's early season. They're getting into the rhythm. But it's when you've done 2 or 3 weeks of 2 games a week, if that makes sense, that's when the tiredness starts to kind of kick in. So right now it isn't. They're not tired in my opinion. Like, Guardiola also raised a very important point, you know, that basically as well, we played 2 games at home, so we've had no travelling to do, which of course that helps. You know, we played Palace at home, they just chilled at home, and now we're playing at home tonight. That absolutely does help. So we've had a few days in between it with no travelling. So I do honestly feel that that plays into the decision-making as well with people like Haaland and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he's got any worry whatsoever about the fitness of Haaland right now. And I don't think he's got any worries about the fitness of most of the players in the team. I think we should be all right. Guardiola was also talking about the fitness of the players and so on. Let me go and find his quotes. But he does look like he's got some good news when it comes to... this was interesting, by the way. I'm going to jump over to this over here. He was talking a lot about the atmosphere. Basically, he's talking about how the atmosphere has been really good at the Etihad recently. There's the quote, by the way. There it is. It said, on the fitness of Grealish, Phillips and Ake, he said, I saw them in training. They were close and they were running on the other pitch with the ball. They are both, and Nathan as well, much, much better. We will see for Aston Villa and Saturday on the Champions League, on the next one for Spurs. They are closer. We'll need them as we have few players. So they're not going to be involved tonight, I don't think, unfortunately, but they are very, very close, which is really, really, really good news. And of course, that's excellent. It's excellent. That's what we want to hear. Jumping over to their predicted preview. I'm going to stay on to mine. Where's Guardiola's quotes from yesterday? We'll find it right now. It's all the Kanji stuff. Basically, he's talked an awful lot here about Alvarez as well. He said how good he is. I know him a little from TV at River Plate. I'm surprised at how good he is. When he drops, he has the quality to play. Everyone's talking about Erling, but he is exceptional. Alvarez is humble and positive. Every session he leaves everything. He's impacting pre-season and he now plays minutes. Involved in 2 goals the last game. Always a sense to be involved in the right areas. Look, Alvarez is liked for him. He's really liked for him. Though he was asked if Haaland will start, and he said tomorrow you will see. Look, we're gonna have to be patient and all this kind of stuff. We'll see how it goes, but I do think Haaland's going to start, and I think Alvarez will be on the bench, unfortunately, which is not what some of us want to hear. But you know, I think that's how it's going to go. I want Haaland to play. We'll talk about Akanji in a little bit, by the way. Akanji is going to happen almost certainly. I've not had a chance to make a video about Akanji, but that's a random signing, that, isn't it? Like, I can only presume, unfortunately, it means that Laporte, his injuries are going to be out for for a bit of time, unfortunately. The rumours around today was that he was going to be back maybe late September, maybe early October. For me, when I hear stuff like that, I cynically presume that'll be 3 or 4 weeks later, and all of a sudden you're looking towards the World Cup. It might not be that, of course, but, would anyone be surprised if Laporte doesn't really play properly until November, And Akanji comes in as a guy who understands how to play this kind of football. He's got good turn of pace. He is injury prone and occasionally does make mistakes as well. But he's a decent player, And as a fifth choice, a guy who could play as a fullback as well every now and then. It seems relatively reasonable. I don't think it's going to be 180k a week, which people are talking about. I feel like that's just rumours. I mean, that's one of our highest paid players. I don't really see that, man. I don't think it is. I think that's just rumours to justify it. I don't think City are paying that for it, because that'll be more than most of our senior players. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just feels like paper talk to justify them letting him go, you know what I mean? Oh, we couldn't pay him. He's asking for that. I'd be very surprised. Maybe it's probably down to like 120 or something like that. That'd be my guess personally. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is that kind of stuff. When it comes to like Forest, we'll look at Forest now and their results. I'll jump over to here again. Forest's results, they've been, so far they've been okay. They lost to Tottenham at the weekend. There's no shame in that. Tottenham, one of the best teams. So statistically, they had a good performance. Look at that. There we go. 17 shots to Spurs' 18, but only 1 on target. Though they did have more possession than Spurs, which is really impressive. Genuinely, really, really impressive. But, Spurs was still the better team on the day. This is how Forest lined up. Henderson in goal, Worrell, Cook, McKenna. The Liverpool signing, Nico Williams, Yates, O'Brien. There's so many players, like Toffolo. I don't know anything about him, man. I'd be lying if I said got Boris Johnson in midfield. No, he's probably going to score tonight now, Brennan Johnson against us. And they also, of course, they've got Lingard. Lingard playing... as a striker for them, and of course their 30-40 million signing Gibbs White from Wolves. They've basically signed. Look at all the yellow cards as well. It's a good point that Jesus Christ they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half their team got yellow cards basically, which is interesting. They're signing more than 18 players. That's mad. That's crazy. It's crazy. Look at their bench as well there. Hennessy, Kouyaté, Medin, Surridge. But that's how they play. They seem to play a 3-4-3 there. I'll go again. Look at their game against Everton, where they drew 1-1. Once again, they had slightly more possession. It was about even, actually. And they gave their all in that game once again. It was a decent showing for them, with Brennan Johnson scoring the goal. And they lined up, once again, in a very similar way. A 3-4-3 kind of formation with Lingard sort of as the false 9. Lodi, has he officially signed for them now? Yeah, I think he has signed for them now, is he? It's mad that, because we were linked to him, and apparently that was never going to happen. But either way, that was a decent point away at Everton. They did beat, which is huge for them. They beat West Ham. Once again, they kind of held their own there, statistically speaking. They've held their own in all these games. Everton, West Ham, Spurs, and they won this game, of course, as well. 3-4-3 once again. They've got their own Mangala, which I love, by the way. Erling Mangala. I love them having their own Mangala. But this is how they play, They play 3 at the back. They'll obviously sit back and really, really, really defend. They'll defend. Apparently, West Ham hit the bar 4 times. I don't know. They lost the opening game of the season, 2-0 though, where they were awful in that game. I did catch a little bit of that, and Newcastle absolutely deserved that. They spanked them. And once again, they were playing the same formation there again. So they're a decent side from what we know about Forest. But, I mean, you've got to reasonably expecting City to win this game. We'll build the team together now, what everyone thinks it's going to be. Not what you want it to be. I'll change that colour. It should be blue. There we go. And what we think it's going to be, all right? So... what does everyone like? We all know it's going to be Ederson, right? We'll do it together right now as we're chatting. So it's obviously going to be Ederson. Let me just line that up a little bit better for you all. It's going to be Ederson in goal. We all know this by now. There we go. I'll pull him up a little bit there so he's on screen. Is that better? Is that all on screen? Yeah, it is. We know it'll be Ederson in goal. There we go. It's going to be... no Walker? Why no Walker, Georgie boy? It's going to be Walker, almost certainly, in my opinion. Is there any reason Walker wouldn't be playing? What's everyone thinking? What's the reason? I can't... maybe Gomez could start? No, I think he's going to play Walker, unfortunately. I think he'll go for what... He's going to play Walker. It's not what we would play. It will be Stones and Diaz, in my opinion. I know he want Gomez, but like it will be Walker. He's going to do it. He'll change it eventually if he needs to. But it's going to be that. He's going to play the same. He's going to play that. It is a good opportunity to start Gomez, but I don't think he's quite there yet, Josh. I think before we see a start for Gomez, I think we're going to see a half an hour substitute appearance tonight, for example, and then another, and eventually we'll get there. Then it'll be obviously Rodri. It'll be Rodri here. That's an easy one for us. KDB is going to play. Why does it says number 9? That's stupid. Does anyone else feel like we're going to see... You don't think anyone will be rested before Villa? Probably not, no, actually. Villa are shite, by the way. It's putting it out there. Does anyone else just not fear Villa right now? I just honestly don't. By the way, please do get the likes up. It would be massively appreciated, you know. Let's get the likes up on this video. Let's get over 150. It would be nice. I think Gundogan's going to play. Gundogan's going to start, I reckon. Here, it's probably going to be Foden, isn't it? It's going to be Foden. I can't really see anyone else on the left. Grealish is not quite ready yet. Bernardo on the right? I've got a feeling Bernardo might start, you know. Mahrez was... Yeah. Mahrez was iffy the other day. You know, he was kind of... Do you know what? I'm going to say, actually? I think it might be Bernardo starting midfield. Yeah, it could be Alvarez, you know. It could be Alvarez. That's not a bad shout. Alvarez could get there. It's very difficult. I got a feeling, but then who starts on the left? That's it, electricity shock. There's not. It could be Gomez that starts on the left, you know. It could be Alvarez. Alvarez could play here, you know. Could it be Gomez, you know? I think Haaland's starting, by the way, so I'm going to do that. I'm pulling rank here as the guy is my channel, so there's nothing you can do about it. I think Haaland's definitely starting this game, personally. I think Bernardo's going to play on the right. I'm going to say that. Though it could be Mahrez. It could be Alvarez. Alvarez might start out here, you know. Because Pep's talking a lot about him. What about that? What about this? Can anyone see that, potentially? That wouldn't surprise me. Bernardo is in form, though. I can't see him. But yeah, do you know what? It's going to be Bernardo. It's going to be Bernardo. I think it could be that. And then I think Alvarez is most likely to play on the left if we need him. Like here. Akanji up front, yeah. So I think it's going to be something like this. But I do think the substitutions that we'll see... We'll see Gomez come on, I reckon. Yeah, but it'll be free in the back when we've got the ball, won't it? It'll be like this kind of thing. But when we've got the ball, it'll be like this, I reckon. It'll be like that, and then we'll play, you know, the box kind of formation when we do this. It'll be like that, won't it? When we've got the ball. This is how I see us playing when we've got the ball. With Cancelo there, you know, tuck it in. Gundogan doing that thing he does Gundogan often gets up here, doesn't he, alongside Haaland? It's really mad. So I can see something like this. I can't see... Maybe KDB could be rested. But no, I think he's going to play right now. Do you think Diaz had a slow start? Not really. He's been all right. I mean, we've had a couple... I don't think the defence have had a terrible start. It's just... it can happen. You know, it can happen. You can see goals every now and then. I feel like the Newcastle problem was more just the system. We didn't quite click on the day and we just got caught out. But it'll be something like that when we got the ball, I reckon. Stones, he made the odd mistake against Palace, but I think he found his form a little bit in the second half, so he improved. It's been set piece problems mainly, hasn't it? But we'll see. So I think it'll be something like this. And in terms of my actual prediction, look, I reckon I'm going to go for. You could see Palmer, by the way. That's a good shout. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Palmer, but I'll go back over here. In terms of the substitutes that will come on, I reckon it's going to be Palmer. These are the subs. I think we'll see Alvarez come on over on the right potential. Oops, go back over here. No, we'll see Haaland come off. We'll see Haaland come off for Alvarez. What subs do you think we'll see? We'll probably see Gomez come on for someone. Let me build the team back a bit more normally, because everyone will be like, what the hell's going on here when I put Gomez down over here. So we'll see Gomez come on. Yeah, Lavia was great last night, wasn't he? We'll see. Where's 1, 2, 3? Who else do you think we'll see come on? Everyone wants Alvarez to start. It's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We'll work out the substitutions as it happens. We don't really know who's going to be involved. In terms of my prediction, like, I reckon I'm going to go for, you know... I think Man City will win this comfortably tonight. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think we'll be really on it. I can see us absolutely battering them, actually. You know, I'm going to go for 4-0, 4-5-0. I think we could really turn up tonight. I've got a feeling we'll come out aggressively. Forest haven't really played anyone of our quality yet. They played Spurs, are a good side, but we're a step up for them. And like I can really see us running at them quite a lot. I'm going for 4-0, I think. I think we'll keep a clean sheet tonight. I think because we've had a few games recently with Palace and Newcastle where we've been a little bit sloppy. I do. Well, you said we never win easy now. We won 4-0 the other day, mate. You know, like so against Bournemouth. But like for me with this one, because we've had some sloppy games recently defensively, I feel like Guardiola would have spent the last couple of days in training really, really focusing on the defense. Like he said, Guardiola made a comment in the press conference where he was like, we can't keep coming from behind because one day we'll get caught out. And I think he's obviously right. We can't keep coming from behind. So I'm expecting Forest knocked Arsenal at the FA Cup, show some respect. No. Forest are a decent side, but Manchester City best side. Look, Forest knocking Arsenal out cup doesn't mean they're going to beat us in the Premier League. You know, I don't think it's that simple. I think Arsenal were Arsenal last season anyway, and they're very up and down. I'm going to say City improved defensively, and going forward, we are still Man City. Like I think we're going to score. I think KDB will score as well. Haaland's going to get his goal. Maybe a late goal for Alvarez. Potentially another, Gundogan goal or something like that. Maybe KDB gets a goal. I don't know, but either way, I can see this being reasonably comfortable tonight. Like I trust the players to get the job done and be on it. So I'm going for there. Matt saying, "Hi Stephen, I'm from Nottingham Forest. I'm from Nottingham. Sorry, there's such a feel factor around Forest, I'm sure will make the City ground a bit of a fortress. But away, I think they'll struggle. Yeah, that's how I feel it. At the City ground for Forest's home games, I think they will do well. But away, I think they might struggle a little bit, especially with the quality that we've got. But I'm really expecting a really motivated City today. A really motivated City. I think we'll come flying out the traps. But guys, that is my preview. Thank you so much for watching this. You're all absolutely awesome. I will be doing a watch along tonight. I'm going to go and do a video soon about a kanji. So I'm getting off because I've got a Zoom call with a football manager scout, actually. Yeah, to talk about a kanji, which will be really interesting. What he could bring to Manchester City and so on. So that'll be fun. But I will be live tonight, of course, doing all the usual videos. So don't forget to give this video a like and all that kind of stuff. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. I'm only 87 more subscribers away from 64,000. Let's get to 64k today. It'd be good. Get to 64k. Is the video coming today? Yeah, John, it might do. Yeah, it might do, man. I think I'd like to do that. So, either way, I'll catch you all later for another video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you think the score will be, your predicted lineup, and all that kind of thing. Let's get to 64,000. We can do it today. Come on, up the Blues. See you later for the watch along. Bye-bye.